whipping through this year. So we are going to be in 2021 very soon. And I know all of us can't wait because, I don't know, something miraculous is going to happen when the clock turns over. But let me see if I can get on notifications with you all so I can see when you are there. Let me go grab our chat. But hello, everybody. Again, this is, oh, let me get myself turned down. Here we go. So again, this is Sunday, December the 13th. I am Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and let's see, looks like we've got a couple of people already here. Welcome to you all. If you're watching this later on YouTube, it's just youtube.com, search If You Have an Egg, and if you don't want to hear all of the hi and hellos, just go ahead and grab that scroll bar and go on over to about 10 minutes because that's when it starts to die down. I see several of you are there. If somebody could please say hello so I can make sure that comments are working. That would be devastating today if comments were not working because we got a lot to talk about. And I can see that Rita said hello. Yep. Hello, Rita. So very good. Thank you very much. Comments are working. Hello, Carol Lou. I hope everybody is getting ready to have an amazing holiday, no matter what holiday you celebrate. Hello, Irma. I can see that Tag is here. Michelle is here. Hello, Sherry from Connecticut. I can see that Andrea and Sherry, because I can spy on you on this one. Yeah, because I can see you in both places. And hello, Trish. Trish looked so cute today in our Zoom meeting, our 2:30 Zoom here in Knoxville. And hello, Kathy. Hello, Sandra from Demons Ferry. And yes, hello, Michelle. It's good to see you. Oh, hello, John from Home Base. And John, what I am making tonight, you're going to want me to bring home because it is a family favorite. I didn't tell you what I was making. You dropped me off at the store, but you don't know what I'm making. Hello, Marlene from Florida. Hello, Linda from snowy Rock Island, Illinois. So how much snow do y'all have in Illinois today? Hello, Sylvia. It's good to see you. Hello, Mary Ann from Pennsylvania. And who else was it that had snow today? Was that you? Was it you, Sylvia? I don't remember. Somebody else had snow today. Hello, Tammy from New York. Oh, Michelle's telling John hello. I can see a bunch of y'all are here. Hello, Roberta from Imperial, Missouri. Hello, Sandy from Kansas. From what? What does it say? Maine, Kansas. What? Hello, Tag. Oh, and hello, Katie. Yep, happy Sunday from Minneapolis. That took me just a minute to figure out. Hello, Evie. Ginger's here. Barbara's here. And Sandra is welcoming John. Hello, Alicia. So it is good to see you all. It is again, hello, Betty. It is again Sunday, December the 13th. We are, yeah, it was Sylvia. I'm sorry, it was Sylvia. They got lots of snow in Oklahoma today. I thought it was you that posted that picture. Hello, Deborah. So to everyone who had snow today, I hope you noticed that I am wearing short sleeves. I know this is short-lived because last week was freezing. And hello, Orlando Debbie. Hello, Lisa from rainy Arkansas. So I know this is short-lived. You know, we were freezing last week. I mean, absolutely freezing this week. And this week, you know, I mean, I wasn't outside in short sleeves, but it's pretty, you know, it's pretty mild outside out there today. Oh, and Alicia says Idaho had it too. Uh-oh, yep, awesome. So sorry. I like snow, but we hardly ever get any of it. Okay, so I'm Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. If you are brand new, hello, Ginger from Kiefer, Oklahoma. If you are brand new, please let us know because we would love to tell you hi. We love to welcome new people, so please give us a shout out. Hello, Sherry, and let us know. I promise lots of people will talk to you if you let us know that you are brand new. So you don't have to be brand new to WW, just if you're brand new to our chats. Hello, Elaine, or if this is the first time that you have been able to watch live, because I know a lot of you all have to watch on replay and you haven't been able to, you haven't been able to join us live. And hello, Rita says it's cold and raining in Texas, but we would love to welcome you even if it's just your first time with us live. Quick reminder, if you want to join our closed group, there is a lot more discussion that goes on over in our closed group because people feel free to post things because you don't have prying eyes. Bosses aren't there unless you ask your boss to join, but bosses aren't there. Mother-in-law sometimes aren't there, so it's a good place to join. So we will share that link later. And hello, Susan. We'll share that link later to go over to the closed group. It is also on Facebook. You can join that, but you are going to have to answer 3 questions before I will let you in so that I can make sure you are an actual human. Believe it or not, there are stalkers everywhere. They're everywhere. We went to Petal Java's event today, and Ashley even had Mrs. Petal Java even had somebody fussing at her about using crock pot liners. So there are creepers everywhere. Anyway, we don't let the creepers in. Hello, and Roberta's going to have to watch on replay. So see you later, Roberta. Anyway, just answer the 3 questions, but we will post the link to that later, or maybe if somebody else sees it, they'll do that. Okay, so I have one. D says it's hard to hear me. So is anybody else having trouble hearing me? Hello, Catherine from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. If anybody else is having trouble, I will move the microphone closer. If you all are okay, I will leave it alone where, well, actually, I'll go ahead and move it a little bit closer. But y'all just let me know if you're having any trouble hearing me. If you're not having trouble hearing me, maybe someone can help her get her volume turned up. So, again, Sunday, December the 13th, this is chat number 203, need help saying no. Hello. Yeah, so this one is like written for me. And hello, Joyce from Louisiana. And Roberta just said yes. So I don't know if that means yes, that I'm good or not. And Sherry says she can hear me. Okay, so hopefully that is just an issue on her end. But today at our Zoom, and thank you, Michelle, today at our 2:30 Zoom in Knoxville, we had lots of people there. So we had 22, 23 people there. I just want to remind you all, if you are still doing a Zoom, and thank you all for letting me know, if you're still doing a Zoom with your original, I'm still going to call him a leader just because that's what I've called him for 25 years. But if you are, if you're still able to have your workshop with your original leader, and thank you all, please attend your Zoom if you can. And hello, Lynn. Please attend your Zoom if you can. They're starting to shut some down. WW is having to start shutting some down if they're having low attendance. And by low, if you're in WW International, then, and good, she is good to go on the volume. So, oh man, and Debbie says I sound like I'm in a barrel. Okay, well, hopefully not. Anyway, and let's see. Gail says, bonjour. J'ai espéré tu es sur le plan mauve. Il fait froid à Quebec. You'll have to tell me if I said that correctly, and I have no idea what I just said. I have a little bit of an idea, but not a great idea what I just said. So hopefully I said that correctly. And aloha, Kathy. Okay, so anyway, please see, like Rita's Zoom got closed. So yeah, and all it takes, local Zooms are gone. So I'm just telling you, please, if you want to keep your leaders, if you want to keep your leaders going, please. Okay, and Barbara says I sound like I'm in a barrel too. Let me move it a little bit closer. If this doesn't work, there's not much else I can do because I got my microphone plugged in. But anyway, so please visit your local Zoom so that you can keep your, and hello Marlene, so that you can keep your leaders going, so that they can keep working. It's impossible. WW can't keep them going if there's people not coming. So pretty please. And if you want to attend the 2:30, if you have a membership that can access that, and we'll talk about that again in a second. Then please, you can come to our 2:30 on Sundays here in Knoxville. You can just go to Connect, and you can find it. It's the West Knoxville group. So see, a ton of y'all are saying that your Zooms ended this week. Hello, Sandy, and I'm so sorry. I don't even know what to tell you other than, WW is here to support us, but they are also a business, and with COVID, they just can't keep them. They can't keep all of them open. So it is extremely sad. But yeah, please find another one and attend. So if you have the type of membership where you can, like Tag said she attended 2 in Knoxville this week. She doesn't live in Knoxville, but that's fine. That is literally absolutely fine. Please find one that you love and attend it and support these poor people. Because think about it, as sad as we are that the Zooms are going away, they're losing their jobs. So anyway, okay, I'm not going to dwell on that, but I will say in today's Zoom meeting, these are the people that I saw. Some of you didn't have your video on, but if I missed anybody, I apologize. I saw Kathy, Myrna, 2 Donnas. There were 2 Donnas today. Sherry, Karen, Sandy with an I. I did not see Sandra. Sandra's husband is in hospice, and Sandra's she's just not feeling great. So if I could continue to keep them in your prayers. Saw Trish, and she looked super cute. She's got all of her little Christmas stuff up and on. And I'm assuming those were grandkids that were there today, Trish. They were adorable because they wanted to get in on the action to see what we were doing. I saw Lynn, Tracy, Jackie, Roberta, Laura, Debbie, and Mindy. And Kathy continues to have the prettiest cat I've ever seen. Okay, I did find out today that if you purchase a monthly pass, even if you are not going to be attending a workshop in person, even if you're not going to be going to a workshop in person, if you go ahead and purchase a monthly pass, then you will be able to go to the Zoom meetings. So let's just pause for a moment. And so let's just pause for a moment and think about this. Think about how this could work. So even if you can't go to a physical workshop, so even if you can't go to a physical workshop, if you still go ahead and pay for a, if you still go ahead and pay for meetings, so if you still go ahead and get a monthly pass, you should have access to Zoom meetings. And hello, Liz. And let's see, Debbie has posted oh, that's for the closed Facebook group. Sorry, Debbie, I misread that. Yeah, so Debbie did post that. Thank you very much, Orlando. Debbie posted that for the closed Facebook group if y'all want to join that. So quickly, because it's already 11 after, quickly. For those of you who have lost your local Zooms, you've lost your local workshops, like ours are still not in person yet, which I'm going to quit whining about that because at least we still have our Zoom. So at least we still have our local Zoom. But for those of you who have lost it, or if you have friends that have, or if you're displaced, if you're feeling displaced, come with us, okay? This is not WW sanctioned. I'm not paid by WW, so guess what? They can't fire me because they're not paying me. So, which I'm okay with. But, yeah, so you can stick with us because they can't get rid of me because they're not paying me. So I have been fired from one volunteer position, but that's a whole different story. But come with us. So we do this every single Sunday night. If you can't come on Sunday night, then don't worry. These are up later on YouTube. It's just youtube.com. Search If You Have an Egg. You can go back and watch them. You can go back and listen to them. So if you don't have another Zoom that you want to attend, come to the 2:30 for Knoxville on Sundays. I promise Gwen is an amazing leader. If you want to check out Knoxville, Gwen is on there several other times. Linda Kaler is on there sometimes. Hello, Loretta. Linda Kaler's on there sometimes. But I'm going to be honest, Gwen's is the only one that I attend. If you all have another favorite Zoom slot, because guess what? Now we're opened up to the whole country. Okay, so if you have another one in your area that you love, please share it. Share what city it's in and what the day and time is. So some of these other people that are displaced can have a Zoom to go to. But we're always here, okay, on Sunday nights. Sunday nights on Facebook, or you can watch it later on YouTube. Or these are posted later, as soon as we get done on Sunday, these are posted on Facebook too. So just know, as long as I can be here, I will be here. And again, they can't fire volunteers, or it's really hard to fire volunteers. So we're just going to keep doing this. Okay, so anybody that's feeling displaced or left out, stick with us. Okay, and Deborah, thank you very much. Those were very kind words. Okay, so not very many people have gotten to sit their bottom in a little chair last week. If you did, though, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Oh, great, and Rita just went to sign in for the Facebook group. Awesome. We'll let you in as soon as we get done. But give me a thumbs up. So down here in the bottom, so I'll do it here. We've got thumbs ups. So do a little thumbs up if you got to sit your bottom in a chair last week. Not many of you got to, probably. I'm actually curious to know who is still having in-person workshops right now, because I know a lot of places are like, put on the brakes, because the numbers started, jacking up, cranking up again. But give me a thumbs up if you got to sit in a physical workshop, if you got to sit your bottom in a little chair, or a thumbs up if you went to a Zoom meeting. So it doesn't matter if you went to your Zoom meeting or somebody else's Zoom meeting or our Zoom meeting, But, and Linda got to have her bottom in a little chair. So Linda, where are you? Where are you that y'all are getting to have in-person workshops? Because I'm super jealous. So thumbs ups are for bottom in a chair at a physical workshop, or for attending a Zoom meeting, even if it was in a different state or a different country. So Trish has done some different countries. How fun is that? So anyway, thumbs ups or hearts. You can do hearts if you were here with us live last week, or if you watched it later. Oh, and Sandy says theirs just opened for the first time this week and only 15 people were allowed. If they take time slots, I think that's an awesome idea. And then maybe you could meet out in the parking lot later and just talk from your cars with your windows open. That would just be nice to see some people. But anyway, so hearts if you attended here with us live last week, or if you did both. So for everybody who attended in however you attended, here are your Bravo stickers. And if you are new with us, if you want some real Bravo stickers, we have them over on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. That is the website that we use to share all of this information. That is the website that we use to share all of our recipes. It's all free, except for some of the stickers. So Casey works really hard on those stickers, and so we do charge one fee. I think it's 99 cents for some of the stickers, but you can download them as many times as you want and print them as many times as you want. And that's just to help, supplement her drawing, those for me. Okay, so, and Carol Lou figured out how to shut off captions. I have no idea how to do that. course, I don't have captions right now, so I'm good. Okay, so last week was chat number 202, and it was we did merry and bright because we were talking about looking at things in a different way, trying to have a little bit, a fresh perspective on things, because let's face it, unless you live, I think, on the other side of the equator, I don't remember exactly where that changes, but time, the daylight is shorter, and we have colder weather in a lot of parts of the country. We still have a stupid pandemic. Is that still going on? And I'm sorry, but here in a couple of weeks when it's 2021, it doesn't magically disappear. But this is around all of the merriest of holidays. So no matter what holiday you celebrate, November, December, January, this is the merriest time of the year for all holidays. And so we're trying to have a fresh perspective, on celebrating things, in a totally different way. So last week your homework was #merry and bright. And so I wanted you all to find a way to make sure that your WW goals did not get Grinched this season, because there's a lot going on, that's Grinch worthy. But we'll see how you all did, because a lot of y'all did your homework, because the badge this week was super cute. So I think y'all just wanted the badge. But Mary Ann, I think this was over on Facebook, Mary Ann, for her #merry and bright, she said, I am feeling a little Grinched because they closed my studio and my coach was let go. And that made me feel Grinched too. So she decided to read for at least 1 hour to help her relax. It refreshes her to read, and it takes her mind off of things that she can't change. So I want y'all just to listen, though. It takes her mind off of things that she can't change. There's nothing she can do. Worrying and being upset over this is not going to change it. So it helps her take her mind off of things that she can't change. Then she can reset. And she loves the chats, and that will be her meeting from now on. So thank you very much, Mary Ann. That is awesome. You did a great job on your homework this week. Then Katie said, #merry and bright. She got her Christmas cat blanket out. And when I looked at the picture, I just started giggling, and I turned it to John and I said, Katie got her Christmas cat blanket out with the cats, like including cats. So the cats were already on it. I mean, all she did was just put out a blanket, and you know how cats are. If I fits, I sit. So immediately the cats were out too. The actual cats were out too. So that was hilarious. Marlene put up a couple of small trees. She puts up a couple of small trees every year. The tree in her sunroom is her pig tree. And if you did not see the picture, you've got to go back and look at it. And a lot of you all shared on there too, yours. So you've got to go back and look at it. But she got her first pig ornament 29 years ago. So that pig ornament's almost 3 decades old. And throughout the years, she has received pig ornaments from a lot of, family and friends. And she has one that her best friend's mom found at a yard sale in Michigan. So, I mean, how sweet is that? These people are out looking for pig ornaments for her. But every single one of them has a story. Every single one of them has a memory, and it makes her happy every time she looks at it. Plus, she says, who wouldn't smile at a cute pig? So that was awesome homework. And then Tina says that yesterday she wore her new holiday sweater, and she wasn't 100% comfortable, but the neck size, she wasn't 100% comfortable in it, but the neck size up was too big and frumpy, so she thought, I'm just going to stick with this one. But her husband said she looked great, and he was very proud of her for how hard she had worked too. So she took the kids to see Santa, and then they went to look at the Christmas lights, and she sipped on a peppermint mocha while she enjoyed it. So awesome job. Awesome, Tina. I'm sure you looked fabulous in your sweater, and we would love to see a picture of it. But congratulations, everybody who did your homework. There were lots more people, just don't have time for everyone. But here are your Bravo stickers for doing your homework. So everybody did a great job, and I can't wait to see what you do this week. This week is chat number 203. And 203 is, so chat number 203 is need help saying no. Okay, I am that person. So I'm the person that needs help saying no. And John can attest to this. Every time I say that I'm going to say no to somebody, or I don't know, I lack the ability. So far, I'm just not great at it. I'm not great at saying no. Usually by the time I work myself up to say no, I just sound mad, and then I make other people mad or hurt their feelings. So anybody with me on that one? If you have to tell somebody no. So we've been spending a lot of time this week talking about it. And we've been spending a lot of time this week talking about what can I say and what can you say to let people know I really can't do X, Y, and Z. without hurting your feelings, without blowing the situation up, because sometimes you just have to say no. So, does anybody else ever have this situation? Oh my gosh, Carol Lou says, I have to catch you later, the Steelers are coming on. So if that means Casey's not watching us because the Steelers are on, then yeah. See you later, Carol Lou. But am I the only person that this happens to? So I hear this all the time. Oh, hey, Kelly, you were the only person who ever got X, Y, and Z done. So can we count on you to fill in the blank, whatever it is, or whoever it is that's trying to get you to sign up for whatever it is. They make you feel, they try to pump you up so that you can't possibly say no. We've all been there. We have all done that. Some of us even have t-shirts because we have done it so many times, because we lack the ability to say no. But it may not even be WW related. It may not be weight loss related. But if you have a hard time saying no, in one area of your life, it really can cause trouble in other areas of your life. So I'm seeing lots of y'all going, me, yeah, have a t-shirt, it's hard to say no. So these were 3 things that I tried to focus on this week, to say no, to be able to help me to say no. And a few of them I have already tried, and Sherry's like, can't say no. So I've already worked on some of them this week. So I'm going to give you these 3 things. Your weekly has some great ideas. So your weekly actually has a 4-step program, which is how I created my 3 things. But your weekly actually has a 4-step program on how to say no to things. Again, without blowing up the situation, without losing friends, without, having family members disown you, things like that. So the first thing I'm going to say, praise, then pause. So listen to me for a second. Praise, then pause. So if you have somebody, like, let's say if you have like a holiday food pusher. So if you have somebody at the holidays make something super, super special and they're going to each and every person, try it. Did you have some? Did you eat some? And they're making sure that everybody had some, that everybody tasted it, that everybody, is just stuffed with it. So if you have, so as an example, if you have a holiday food pusher who just won't take no for an answer, I'm going to say, and this has worked for me in the past, try praising their creation. So that's why I'm saying praise, then pause. So praise their creation, oh, it's so delicious. I've already tasted it. I had a nibble or a bite or a lick or a sip or whatever, whatever it is, just praise them. Everything you make is always so good. Oh my gosh, every year we just look so forward to whatever it is. And then, so assure them that you've already tasted it or that you saw somebody else enjoying it, praise them, but then pause for a minute and say, oh, but I'm so stuffed. Oh my gosh, there was so much food here. I am so stuffed. And you know what? I want to eat this when I have a chance to enjoy it. I'm too full right now to enjoy this, so I'm just going to pause for a few minutes and not eat anything else because I only want to eat it when it's going to be, when I can enjoy it. But right now I'm just so stuffed I can't enjoy it. If you're lucky, it's all going to be gone when it comes back around time. If it's not all gone, then if you still have to take some, wrap it up and make sure that they see you. So in a tissue, a paper towel, or a little bit of aluminum foil, a little container of some kind, but make sure that they see you so that they see that you're taking some. And then you can decide, okay, is this something that I really, really look forward to every year? Because there are some things like Nana Carolyn's coconut cake. I wouldn't skip that. I might take it home, but I wouldn't skip it. So, if you need to, wrap it up and then take it home, but decide, okay, when am I going to eat this? And I'm going to count the points for it. Or if you're not going to eat it, if it's not worth the points, then give it away. So during our Zoom today, they were talking about different people that you can give things away, especially at the holidays. So if you feel forced to take something, don't feel forced to eat it. You probably have neighbors that would eat it. You probably have a husband that would eat it. You probably have, like if you are able to go visit anybody, you could go ahead and take it to them, and give it away. Give it to the mailman. You don't have to eat it. So that's praise then pause. The second one is someone else's blessing. So this story, I try to remind myself of all the time. So this one was inadvertently taught to me by two moms that were in two totally different situations. So mom number one was like me and always had to be at the center of whatever the event was, always signed up for everything, just right in the middle of it, had to work the whole time, could never take a break, complained about it the whole time, but did enjoy it. But honestly, part of the reason that I always signed up for everything is because I thought, nobody else is going to do it like I want it done. And I like being right. And I like things being done my way. So I did that a lot. So mom number one was a lot like me. Mom number one, in the middle of it, thought she had to do everything, had to be her way. But then she was horrified to find out that mom number two was feeling left out and was feeling like nobody liked her, like she wasn't making any new friends because she was new to the school, and because mom number one wouldn't let her do anything. She just kept saying, nope, I got it, don't worry about it, nope, you're new, I'm going to take care of it. But mom number two really wanted to help. She really wanted to help, and mom number one kept pushing her away. Well, mom number one was very upset to find out how she felt. Fortunately, she found out how she felt, but she was so upset when she found out that she was actually stealing someone else's joy. So mom number two wasn't getting that same kind of joy because mom number one was accidentally stealing it from her. Okay, so mom number one had been complaining the whole every time anyway. Some people call it being a martyr, but anyway, had been complaining the whole time about I always have to do everything, I never get to go watch the kids do blah blah blah, I never get to sit down and enjoy any of the crafts that we made or the whatever because I'm always doing something. Well, she had a chance to say no, and her saying no let her relax and enjoy a little bit, but it let mom number two have the blessing that she was looking for. Okay, and then number three, choose this, not that. So if it's a family member or a really close friend that you're turning down, how about instead of just telling them no, because you probably really want to do whatever it is, but you just don't have time or can't fit it in, or it's just not the right time. But how about choosing this and not that? So if you can't do or don't want to do or shouldn't do what they're suggesting because of time or money or COVID or whatever, so how about you do something like this? So like if it's a friend or a family member and they're saying, hey, let's get together. We haven't seen each other in a long time. Let's go ahead and get together. How about something like, oh yeah, I'd love to see you. It'd be so good to see you. But we've been really careful because my, mother-in-law's in assisted living or, got the grandbaby or whatever. So we've been really careful not to get around other people. So how about we do a FaceTime and we can have hot tea in our pajamas, and then we could have like a little pajama party, like a little hot tea pajama party. And then we don't even have to get dressed to go anywhere. So how about we do that? So see, instead of saying that's going to save you, like in my case, that would probably save me 30 minutes to an hour of driving to wherever they wanted to meet. Plus, they're not in my house. I'm not in their house. We're keeping things still socially distanced, and as safe as we can. But we still didn't have to compromise on the time that we had spent together. I had a friend in high school that we literally only lived a half of a mile away from each other. But instead of walking to each other's house to watch Knots Landing, that's how old I am, we would just call each other and literally not say much of anything other than, oh, Val, I can't believe you're doing that. Oh my gosh, whatever. But think about, how awesome is that? So instead of just saying no, if you do want to do it, but for some other reason, you can't do exactly what they're asking, choose this and, instead of that. Okay, so this week's homework, and I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. This week's homework is hashtag ho ho no. So, like ho 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 Santa, no, ho ho no. So it's HOHONO, hashtag ho ho no, HOHONO. So this week I want you to think about one of my examples and let us know, or come up with one of your own, but let us know how you're going to respond to somebody, or better yet, if it's already happened and you've already found a way to diplomatically tell the person no, or get out of the situation, or get out of the, thank you, Michelle, for posting that, get out of, whatever it is. Because it's okay to do that. It's okay to tell people no sometimes. And thank you, Alicia. But yeah, so let us know. So let us know what your ho-ho no ideas are so that we can all go, hey, I've got that same situation. I'm trying that one. Okay, so that is your homework for this week. If you are new, please do your homework. If you don't understand how to do your homework, please go back and watch another episode of this. We've got 202 other chats that you can watch. Or you can ask a question on here. So there are plenty of people on here. Teresa says, I don't do potlucks. That's a ho-ho no. But if you have a question about it, just ask, because there are lots of people on here talking and they would love to answer your question for you. Okay. Also, we are at the 30-minute mark. So if you are brand new, just hang on, because at the 30-minute mark, we take a water break. So if you're new, this is water, and we're going to take a water break. And then we will start on part 2 of our chat. I am going to move a couple of things here though, because we are going to be making something for part 2. And I covered a part of it up when I was fiddling with the microphone. So, okay, what we are going to be making today, I'm going to finish my water break real quick. And everybody else, get some water real quick. And then I'm going to put my apron on. This one is a family favorite. Casey loves this. She signs up for either this or a different kind of a salad for almost every, family function that she needs to make something for. A, because it is super duper easy. And B, because I do not think we have met a human on the planet who won't eat this. That's above toddler age. Let's face that, because, like Alyssa doesn't eat anything right. Or not nothing, but anyway, she wouldn't eat this right now. You can make this vegan. So if you want to know how to make a vegan version of this, just message me separately, or I will try to remember to tell you all how to make this. But the first thing that we're going to do for this, I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. We're going to make something to go in it. And Christina wants to know where I got my water cup. I actually got this from Popsicle. So her name is Wendy, and we call her Popsicle. If she's here, Wendy, you could please let her know where you got this, because I got it from her. She was kind enough to send it to me. And that's funny. So Popsicle just came on. So Popsicle, you've got somebody asking, Christina wants to know where I got the cup, and I said I got it from you. So I don't know where you got it. Okay. We're going to start on the first ingredient, the first part of this recipe, and then I'll tell you what the recipe is. So the first part though, we have to make something to go in it. And what we're going to make is, we're going to make 4 slices or 8 pieces of my candied bacon, and the candied bacon recipe is already on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. So I'm going to quickly go over it, and then we're going to let it cook while we put the rest of it together. Oh, Barbara says Camper World has them. Awesome. And I know Mindy is here, and it's so funny because when your name popped up, Popsicle, your name popped up right as she was asking the question. So that was, super funny. Okay, let me put this on here so you can see what I did. So for this recipe, if you're just going to make one batch of this, and I'm only going to make one tonight, just, for ease of time. But honestly, if we were making this for for a potluck or something, or just for our own family, we would make double this. So this is one batch of it, and it's going to this is going to make 6 servings. So the first thing you're going to do is make a batch of my candied bacon, but you're only going to use 4 slices or 8 pieces of it. So the candied bacon recipe is for more than that. So anyway, so for this recipe, you're just going to make that much. That is already on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. This has been sitting in the refrigerator. It is, I use Applegate Sunday bacon, and I'm actually making more than the 8 pieces because Casey and I will eat this in something else tomorrow. I use Applegate Sunday bacon because it is 1 point per slice. If you have a different kind of 1 point per slice bacon that you prefer, feel free to use that. And again, this is more than the 4 slices, which is 8 pieces that I just told you about. So the reason this is 8 pieces, I always cut, if I'm going to make my bacon in the air fryer, I cut it in half. If you do not cut it in half, it ends up in a big gnarly mess. So I always cut mine in half. And then you put those pieces of bacon in anything, a Ziploc bag. It's just a plastic container that we have here at work at Casey Kitchen Center. And then you're going to put, and again, you're going to have to go to IfYouHaveAnEgg.com to get the recipe because we do not have time to cover the whole recipe in here and make the rest of this too. So you're going to put your choice of sugar-free syrup with it. And then, if at all possible, if you can get access to this, you can either order it from Dax or you can order it from us here at Casey Kitchen Center. You can get this at CaseyKitchenCenter.com, or if you go to IfYouHaveAnEgg.com and look under products. I don't remember. It's awful. It's awful. That's my website. Shopping? I don't know. Somebody help me. But it is Dax Red Mountain Rub. As if bacon needed a reason to be more delicious. Yeah, Red Mountain Rub. So delicious on bacon. You can use turkey bacon and you can use veggie bacon. So tastes equally good on those. Okay, so we have the 1 point per slice bacon, Carrie sugar-free syrup. I use Carrie's brand. You can use another brand if you like it. And the Dax Red Mountain Rub. And it has to be this one specifically. If you can't find, yeah, shop. Thank you. Thank you, Michelle. If you can't find Dax, I'm just going to go ahead and recommend that you buy it. This is probably my 4th bottle this year. So I eat a lot of this. Okay, then you're going to put it in your air fryer. You're going to put it in there on 380 for like 8 to 10 minutes. Sometimes it needs 12 if I've put too much, the syrup on there. But if you have a Simple Living Products air fryer, remember we're going to scoop, not shove it in there. So when you put it in, use a scooping motion. Do you see how easy it popped in there when you do the scooping motion? Push the button on the front. This button is for the temperature. You're going to take it up to 380. This is for the time. I'm going to put it on 10 minutes because I've not cooked anything else in my air fryer. Sometimes if I've already made another batch of the bacon, then I just put it on 8 because it might be too loud with the, because it might be too hot. And Debbie says, Orlando Debbie says, everything is better with Red Mountain Rub. It seriously is. I mean, I'm not kidding. I'm pretty sure that's my 4th bottle of it this year. Yeah. Okay, so what are we making? Because I asked you to make bacon. We are making hot bacon broccoli slaw. So the hot bacon broccoli slaw, and again, you can make this vegan if you want to, and you can add some things to it. You can hashtag bulk it up if you want to, to make more of it depending on what the situation is. I think it's really good with, if you're on purple, it's really good with whole wheat pasta added to it, and you can make this. It is 3 points per serving, and there's going to be 6 servings when we get done. But if you hashtag bulk it up, if you're on purple, then the whole wheat pasta is 0 points. You just need to check check your full 0 points list before you start adding things to it. But you can make what we're going to make. If you add that, it's going to be like this big. So it's going to be huge. But you're going to start with a bag of broccoli slaw. This is about 3 cups of broccoli slaw. And I'm just going to go ahead and dump it in the container that it's going to end up in. So this is approximately 3 cups of broccoli slaw. And broccoli slaw, if you've never seen this, maybe you just never noticed it at your grocery store, it is literally just shredded broccoli, carrots, and red cabbage. So it is definitely 0 points. If you scan this, like this particular brand, whoever entered this one into the WW app, whoever entered it the first time, somehow got 1 point. Okay, it's 0. There's nothing else in this. It's literally just broccoli, carrots, and red cabbage. No other ingredients. So that is about 3 cups of that. Then you're going to add to that, you are going to add 1 cup of light shredded cheese, and I use the Velveeta shredded cheese just because it's moist. I don't eat fat-free cheese, so that's probably never going to happen. Hello, Cheryl. So, fat-free cheese, you could use fat-free cheese if you wanted to, but for me, that's probably not ever going to happen. I am going to add 2 tablespoons of Ocean Spray, 50% less sugar cranberries. So if you can find these, use these because you can actually have more of them for the same number of points as the ones that are full sugar. But I'm going to use the 50% less sugar, and trust me, you're not going to need any other sugar with this. You don't need one with sugar. So I'm going to add 2 tablespoons, and in case you didn't know that, 2 tablespoons is 1/8 of a cup. So if you just want to put this out into 1/8 of a cup, measuring, cup instead, that is perfectly fine. Then we are going to make a dressing for this. So I'm just curious, because I'm talking really, really fast. So I'm just curious, who else has a recipe that uses broccoli slaw? So the broccoli slaw bag itself, because I'm talking so fast, we're probably going to get done like super duper early. It has a broccoli cranberry slaw recipe on the back, and then Casey makes pasta salad with it. So I'll explain. And yes, it's one cup of shredded cheese, or 1 cup of shredded light cheese. But the one on this bag is a bag of the broccoli slaw, 2 tablespoons of walnuts, 2 tablespoons of the sun-dried cranberry. So everybody agrees that that's the best thing to put in it. 1/4 of a cup of sour cream, and you could use non-fat plain Greek yogurt in place of the sour cream, or you could use light sour cream. And ooh, Betty says she's gonna make this for Christmas. Yes, I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. That's why we're doing this, because we will be having this for Christmas, and I'll be eating this for lunch the next few days. Oh, and Michelle adds it to her meatloaf muffins, and Lynn puts it in her egg roll in a bowl. Okay, so spill the beans. Tell us how you make meatloaf muffins, and how do you make an egg roll in a bowl? Yeah, we need to know more about that. And then it has white sugar, which you could use something like Truvia. Hello, Barbara. You could use something like Truvia in there, or monk fruit, the powdered monk fruit probably, and then celery seed and salt and pepper. So that one sounded really good. The version Casey makes is in a pasta salad. So you start with pasta, cooked pasta, and then she adds the broccoli slaw to it, and then a lot of the other ingredients. So, okay, I'm gonna make, let's see, Katie hasn't used the broccoli slaw, but her grandmother makes a broccoli salad that seems similar. Ooh, yeah, yum, yum, yum. Okay, so the next thing you're gonna put in mind though, so we've already got a bag, which is about 3 cups of the already shredded broccoli slaw. We have a cup of light shredded cheese. I used Velveeta shredded cheese. You can use whatever light brand of cheese you want to, or you can use fat-free cheese. I still make fat-free cheese. Let's go. And then 2 tablespoons of dried cranberries, and I use the 50% less sugar so that I can have more of them. And then in this bowl, I have a 1/2 cup. Oh wait, Barbara says she loves the pedal java coffee, that she wants the syrup. Ooh yeah, because she was our big winner. I think she was prize pack number 2 for Chat 200. But this is a 1/2 cup of plain non-fat Greek yogurt. Please make sure that you get plain non-fat Greek yogurt. I had somebody try to make this with regular yogurt, and it was, it was okay, but it was just super, super runny. I don't know. And Trish says, ooh, it'll be great with honey baked ham for Christmas. That sure will. So it's a 1/2 cup of that, a 1/2 cup of plain non-fat Greek yogurt, and then I have 2 tablespoons of light mayonnaise. So again, it's any brand of light mayonnaise, and you just need 2 tablespoons of it. Then I need my teaspoon. Let me find that. Then it has, you want a little bit of something sweet, because you're going to be surprised by the next, maybe surprised by the next thing I put in. But you're going to do a teaspoon of, I use Truvia baking blend. I know I have some monk fruit, but I've never tried this recipe with monk fruit. So I probably need to try that for the next one, but since I wanted this one to turn out exactly like it always turns out, I did not do that. Okay, then the next ingredient, it's 2 teaspoons of Truvia. Hold on, I'm talking instead of measuring. 2 teaspoons of Truvia. Just enough to sweeten, and you can come back, I'm not even gonna put a whole second one in there. So you can come back, and add a little bit more if you need to, because the bacon already has a little bit on it too. And that is A-okay, Barbara. So we're gonna put that on there, and then we're gonna use red wine vinegar, not white vinegar, not any other form of vinegar. So red wine vinegar, we're gonna use that. And the red wine vinegar, I don't know, you have to use this kind. Rice wine vinegar would probably be okay, but the red wine vinegar is just, it is so good. And I'm sorry, we're gonna have to, whoa, we gotta check on the bacon. Hold on, sorry. See, that thing is so quiet. The Simple Living Products air fryer is so quiet that sometimes I'll forget that I've got it going on behind me. Okay, and because I put so much bacon in here this time, I put more than what I told you to make. We're actually gonna have to probably cook it for just a couple more minutes. So, simple living products, air fryer is so easy. If you need to do it for a couple more minutes, all you do is touch the time, crank it up for a couple more minutes, push the go button again, and you are good to go. Okay, but red wine vinegar is so good. Okay. Oh, and Lynn says the egg roll in a bowl recipe is from Pound Dropper. Yum, 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 yum. Okay, so my recipe for civilians. So for civilians who have not, and thank you, Barbara. I'm sorry, Barbara said she liked my haircut. So this is the first time I've gotten my haircut since COVID. So I didn't let her cut a whole lot off, but hopefully she's evened out the color a little bit. But for civilians, you're going to start with 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. And then I'm going to show you what Casey and I do. Okay, so red wine vinegar, again, it tastes different than white vinegar. It's just, I don't know, it just really makes this recipe super, super special. So, but you needed the Truvia or the monk fruit or whatever kind of sweetener that you're going to use in there. You needed it to sweeten up the vinegar. This has such a good flavor, and I really probably should have put this in a bigger bowl. You know, when I'm at home, I don't put things in these cute little glass bowls that you can see through. This is just for you all. You can use a whisk if you want to. Oh, and Michelle says the meatloaf muffins are from Hungry Girl. So I love them. Hungry Girl has had, let me tell you, while I'm stirring this, she has had the most fun things on her website here lately. Do you all agree? She's just so cute. I mean, she's absolutely adorable, and I have loved, most of the time when I get a bunch of mail, a bunch of email in the morning, I'm like, oh, delete, 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 delete. I almost always go and check hers out because they are so cute. Okay, so see how creamy this is now? So this is super creamy. If you need, you can add, if you need to add a little bit of water, because you're going to use this as a dressing for the broccoli slaw. But if you need it to use it as if you need it a little bit thinner, you can add either a little bit more red wine vinegar or you can add a little bit of water. Okay, so this is for us. Okay, I would not do this if I was serving this to company, but, and only just to show you all the difference in the taste. So don't do this if you're making this for your friends. So that's good. You know, it's a little bit sweet. So Casey and I add about 2 more tablespoons. So I'm just saying, you need to make it with the 2 tablespoons first, but since we're eating this, I'm adding 2 more. So when you start the recipe, do the 3 cups of broccoli slaw, do the, make the candied bacon like we're making, do the light mayonnaise, and you're gonna do 2 tablespoons of light mayonnaise, a half a cup of non-fat plain Greek yogurt. Start out with a tablespoon or 2 of red wine vinegar, 1 or 2 teaspoons of Truvia baking blend, and just kind of play with it until it tastes, you know, how you want it to taste. And you're going to put that in there with the cheese, the cranberries, and the broccoli slaw. But through the magic of television, what? Somehow I already have bacon, even though our bacon is still up there cooking. Somehow I already have bacon. So before you turn, I'm sorry, my hair is in my way. Before you put the dressing on there, and look, I mean, look how smooth that is. So before you put that dressing on there, go ahead and take your cooled off. Do not do this while it is hot. I know hot bacon is hot. Okay, hot bacon is hot, but hot candied bacon is super hot. It is super hot. It'll like scorch your fingers. So go ahead and crumble your bacon up. And remember, this is candied bacon is what we used, and this is on the IfYouHaveAnEgg.com website already. It's already on the blog, and that is, it's just IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. And when you get there, if you search for candied, I think it's the only thing that's candied. But again, you can use turkey bacon if you want to. This is 1 point per slice Applegate Sunday bacon. You can even use veggie bacon. If you do the veggie bacon, put it in, add like a teaspoon of some kind of oil, whatever your favorite kind of oil is. Add about a teaspoon of that before you put it in whatever container you're gonna like kind of shake it up and let it marinate in, because the veggie bacon needs just a little bit of fat on it. And the oil is fine. You don't have to use animal fat, but do that before you cook it in the air fryer, or it's gonna burn. And don't cook it for nearly as long. We'll probably have to have a veggie bacon frying or air frying class sometime. Okay, so get that all put on there. And again, this is 3 points per serving. Ooh, and the other veggie bacon is done now. And if you have not seen the Swedish dishcloths yet, and I'm not trying to sell these right now, but I really kind of sort of am. We got in all of our Christmas ones this last 2 weeks, and they are so awesome for wiping off hands. They are awesome for wiping off countertops, cleaning. I cleaned my glasses with them earlier, but look, they're little chickens with little winter hats. Okay, so we have the next batch of bacon is ready to go. Oh yeah. So this is what the bacon looks like. That's what the bacon looks like in the air fryer. So how awesome is this? And then as this cools down, it's a little bit droopy just because it has the maple syrup still on it. But the candied bacon, yeah, it's one of my favorites. So we're gonna put the new candied bacon, over here, and one of them tried to escape into my dressing. So I'll just have to eat you later. I will have to eat you later because you jumped into my dressing. But doing this in the air fryer, doing the bacon in the air fryer, again, what's dripping on this is not bacon fat because the bacon fat is in the bottom. What's dripping in this is all of that leftover syrup that was on there. And since we have plenty of time, I'm going to show you real quick what comes out of, this is 1 point per slice bacon. And I'm going to try and do this without spilling it all over everything. But look how much comes out. I'll just use that as a little buffer of this. And if you were frying this on the stove, this would be a ginormous mess to clean up. Okay, this isn't even all of it. I'm going to stop before I pour all of it in there. But if you use your air fryer for your bacon, look how much fat. Gross. And this is even, again, this is 1 point. This is not even like full fatty, whatever bacon. Okay, so let's go ahead and mix this up so we can taste it, because y'all know how much I love to taste everything. And then if John is watching this, or he's probably already headed over here to get me, he is probably thinking, oh yeah, because he loves this, and so do I. Again, you can add pasta to this if you need to #bulk it up. You can, I know Loretta says bacon grease is good. It is, but girls, we're supposed to be thinking about our health also. You can add chicken to this. I mean, there's so many things that you can do with this, but here's what it looks like. And good with the Mevo camera, y'all can actually see it. That's what it looks like before. Oh, and this is another salad that's really good if you leave it overnight. So it's one, you know how sometimes you have to make something right before you leave to go to where, wherever you're going to. This one, it's even better the next day. So if you leave everything and let it sit overnight, it is really, really, really good. Okay. So we have our broccoli slaw, our cheese, our non-fat plain Greek yogurt, our candied bacon off of IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. I think I already said our cheese, our red wine vinegar. We've got all of that, and we're going to mix it together really good. Oh, our cranberries, our dried cranberries. And again, on the dried cranberries, you don't have to use the lower, the 50% less sugar, but I like to just to make sure that I, don't waste any points in there, because I'm telling you, the 50% less sugar tastes exactly like the regular kind. I mean, literally, if you put them side by side, I do not think you could tell the difference in them. And remember, you're going to do the Truvia and the red wine vinegar to taste. So you are going to do those to taste, and somehow I always manage to talk right up until the end, even when I say I'm not going to. Oh, Loretta wants to know how long will it keep in the refrigerator with the dressing. Honestly, we eat it so fast that I don't know what the longest date is, but I mean, I've eaten it up to like 3 days later, and it was still good. I probably wouldn't, just because it does have a little bit of mayonnaise and the non-fat plain Greek yogurt, I probably wouldn't leave it more than 3 days. But really, it's so delicious, I don't think it's going to last that long. Okay. And remember, this is 6 servings. So if you wanted, I mean, like, so tomorrow, let's say if I wanted to have 2 servings of it for lunch tomorrow, that would still just be 6 points for that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and try it. I'll try to take a little bitty bite so that y'all don't have to listen to me chewing broccoli and bacon for 5 minutes. My gosh. That bacon is perfect. I mean, absolutely perfect with that bacon. Perfection. So if you've not ever made candied bacon, you have to stop and make some right now. If you do not have any Red Mountain Rub, you have to stop and order some right now. And again, you can get it from us at CaseyKitchenCenter.com. Gosh, that's good. I'm going to have some of that when I get home. CaseyKitchenCenter.com or on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com and look under shop, because somebody told me earlier it's under shop. Or Dax. You can go straight onto their website too. And sorry, Loretta wants to know how much mayonnaise and how much yogurt. So it was a half a cup of plain non-fat plain Greek yogurt, 2 tablespoons of light mayonnaise. And Jessica will be posting this. If I stop and take some pictures real quick, then she will be posting this probably tomorrow. And Vicky says walnuts would be good too. That would be really good in it. But okay, so if y'all have any other ideas, like the meatloaf muffins and like the unstuffed egg rolls, yeah, if y'all want to post those too, that would be awesome. So if you're not already in our closed group, it's just If You Have an Egg over on Facebook. And if you go over there and if you find it, you're gonna have, of course, Debbie shared the link earlier, but if you go over there and find it, you're gonna have to answer 3 questions before we will let you in. We share lots of recipes over there, but I would love for y'all to share some more. Don't forget to do your homework. Today is December the 13th. So ladies, you know it's coming up really soon. So if you celebrate Hanukkah, you're already in it. You were already in it. So you might need to listen, you might need to make some of this. And if you celebrate Christmas, it is coming up super duper fast. If you just celebrate yummy in your tummy, make it tomorrow. So, okay, so Jessica will get that put up for us very soon. But for the rest of you all, I am going to say good night. I'm going to go make sure that John is here to get me so that we can go home and eat this for supper. But I will see you ladies later. If you're watching this later on YouTube, go ahead and watch the next video. Again, I don't know which side it's on. Casey's going to have to tell me if I'm pointing in the right direction, because with the new camera, I don't know. But if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and let the next video roll over. Or you can subscribe. I would love for y'all to subscribe. I don't know why people are unsubscribing, but anyway, so go ahead and subscribe. And then hit that little bell so that you'll be notified of the next video, or you can order a spreadshirt. And this lovely apron came off of our spreadshirt store. But y'all have a great week. I have so enjoyed being here again. Just know that, oh wait, have y'all seen Dusty in his pajamas? Hold on, at the risk of him wanting some of this bacon. Come here, buddy. In case I haven't shown you Dusty in his pajamas. That's what he looks like. So I woke him up. Somehow with all this bacon cooking, he was still sleeping, but anyway, y'all have an amazing week. I will see you next week, and we'll probably make something yummy again because we will be counting down the days until Christmas. So y'all have a great week. I will talk to you later. Bye.